On today's show, the fast and free LinkedIn strategy that generates 4 leads a day. Part 2 of this week's series, Easy Marketing for Instant Results, with award-winning marketer and business growth strategist, Jeremiah Demeritt. Hi everyone, I'm Steve Savant, syndicated financial columnist and contributing author to Backroom Technician and Inspire. Let's get down to business. Well, welcome to the show, Jeremiah.
Hi, Steve. Thank you.
Well, I know we're going to talk about this whole LinkedIn strategy. What do you want to give away today's show to kind of tie into what we're going to talk about?
Sure. So as everyone knows, this week we're going to be giving away a fresh new blueprint every day that goes in line with the show. So today we're going to give you a step-by-step blueprint that you can use with a free LinkedIn account to help you generate 4 to 5 leads every day in less than 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry, the skepticism is rising in the host here.
Okay.
Let's just talk about that. I mean, 4 leads a day off my LinkedIn account. That sounds like networking nirvana to me.
It is.
Walk me through that.
Sure. Well, what I love about LinkedIn is it has the highest quality prospects of any social network out there for an advisor. Well, if you look at the statistics in LinkedIn, you have about 60 to 70%, which are all college educated. At least half of them make over $100,000 a year. These are the decision makers, and instead of Facebook or Twitter or other social networks where you don't really know the title of the person or what level they are in the company, LinkedIn tells you exactly what company they work for and what is their position, which usually correlates to the amount of money that they have, which is great for financial advisors who want to be targeting people who have the income, who have the investments, or even people who are focusing, if you're focusing, for example, in the retirement market and you want to go after people who are 55 and over, there's well over 8 million people on LinkedIn that are over the age of 55 and getting close to the age of 65. So I might steal that word that you just used, networking nirvana, because I think that's great. It's exactly what it is for advisors.
Well, walk me through why this works, because when many of us have bought in leads over the years. Now we're saying about being able to launch and actually garnish 4 leads a day off my LinkedIn account. Tell me the strategy.
Okay. Well, here's why this strategy works so well is in comparison to buying leads, Steve, right? Now, I love lead buying strategies. Most advisors simply don't know how to figure it out and think about cost per acquisition versus cost per lead, which is why most of it doesn't work for most advisors. But when you're buying leads, the person that has put in their information is waiting for a call from an advisor, right? Not really Steve Savant, for example, or Jeremiah. They're just waiting for a call from someone. And there is no preemptive positioning of that person ahead of time. So it could be anybody from anywhere in the country, from a call center to a small office, could be calling them up. So there's a lot of work you have to do to build yourself up to be the credible source to help them invest their money. What's different with LinkedIn is because you have your own profile, and by joining other groups and messaging people through groups that you have in common with them, people get to see, 1, your entire profile, and then 2, when they reply, it's a qualified prospect because they know they're replying directly to you, Steve. It's not like they're replying and putting their name in a form that's nebulous and who knows if they're going to get called by 50 other advisors. And that's why it works so well to build high quality prospects.
I think there's a myth out there that LinkedIn is a business-to-business environment, but it sounds like you're saying I have consumers trolling the web on LinkedIn looking for an advisor or at least somebody that can speak on this or address it. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Right. Think of LinkedIn as the Google for business professionals. Okay, so what's happening now is, number one, if you go to Google and you type in somebody's name, so Steve, let's say you put your name in and you needed help with your retirement benefits, right? And you get an email from me and you see my name and I don't have a website and maybe it's not too impressive, wouldn't you agree that you would take my name and Google me to see, what you can learn about me?
Sure, especially if I'm on the hunt. Exactly.
Now, most of the time, probably 9 times out of 10, if you have a LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn is ranked so high in Google that my personal profile will be my LinkedIn profile. So think about that. If you Google my name, and you can go ahead and do that, Google my name, and you'll see that the #1 result is my LinkedIn profile because LinkedIn has so much credibility with Google. So Google says, okay, we're just going to connect in with what's on LinkedIn. So now somebody has to read and can read and see everything about me, my recommendations, who's endorsed me, who hasn't endorsed me as well. And these are all triggers for a consumer to see who should I work with.
I want to really think about this because we're going to come back from the break. We're going to actually walk us through this. We're going to go on the Mondo Pad here and look at LinkedIn and this strategy, which to me is really huge because I didn't realize the level of activity, especially consumers reading this, looking and searching for things like retirement and so forth. We'll be right back after the break. It's not how much money you make for your clients, it's how much money they get to keep, especially in retirement. But retirement income could cause Social Security benefits to be taxed. One tax advantage alternative is life insurance designed as a non-modified endowment contract that can generate tax-free income without taxing Social Security benefits. These contracts offer differing funding options depending upon your client's risk tolerance. For more information on how life insurance can be part of your retirement planning, just email me at steve@downtobusiness.tv. Brought to you by Ash Brokerage, the practice enhancement company. Well, welcome back to our second segment. Jeremiah, you're going to show us, we're on LinkedIn, and you're going to show us this idea that can garnish 4 leads off my LinkedIn account. Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say, everyone's results are going to be different. The reason why I know it can get you 4 leads is because we have advisors out there who the first day they implemented this, they got 4 leads. One particular I can think of, he got an appointment, and that appointment was worth $8,000 to $10,000 in commissions because he was going in the business-to-business market. So again, individual results may vary. Drink your milk, stay in school kind of stuff, and let's just make sure we're all cool and we understand that, I'm going to teach this to you. Follow the formula, and if it doesn't work right off the bat, change your messaging a little bit till you get the right message. All right, so Steve, you want to jump in?
Yeah, let's do it. Show me how we do this.
So here I am. I am in my own personal LinkedIn account, and if you guys are on LinkedIn and you want to connect, I'm an open connector. So here's what you do. The first thing you want to do, most advisors today, Steve, is they join groups of people that are other advisors. Now that's great if you want to talk shop, but if you want to go where the prospects are, you have to join the groups where your prospects are hanging out in, right? Where the C-levels are, where the investors are, where the wealthy are, where the seniors are, right? Those are the groups you want to join. So I set this up ahead of time just so it went a little quickly for the show. But let's say I want to look for a group of people who are in the Colorado area, for example, and who might specialize in human resources because I want to maybe offer some kind of cool benefit to C-levels, right? Let's just talk about that, or an investment product. So the first thing you do is in the top search bar, you want to look for groups, okay? So now you're telling LinkedIn, I want to do a search within groups. And you simply type in the most base keyword. So in this case, HR. You're not going to type in human resources or anything like that. You just do HR. If you're going after C-levels, type in CEO, CIO, CFO, CMO, whatever the title is you're going after. And then you type in the state as the broadest search category.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I thought that was just, I think for most of our audience, that was a learning curve experience just now. The C-level issue. CEO, CFO, COO, CIO. I mean, I just want to make sure everybody was like, oh, that's what he meant. I'm sure we're going to get mail on that.
Now, when you come up with the results within LinkedIn, you'll notice that these are all groups. Now, by the way, Steve, anybody with a free account can join up to 50 groups. And it's absolutely free to join any group. You don't have to pay anything. Most groups are open groups, meaning they will not block you. For the purposes of our exercise, I've already gone ahead and joined a group, but it's very simple. All you do is click on the join link. So you'll see here this changed to a post, which means I'm a member of this group. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the NCHRA. Now, pay special attention because this part here is the one where most people completely miss it. In the top right-hand corner of every single group that you're a member of, they have the number of members in that group. All right, Steve, now we're inside and I can see the first 300 members of everybody that's in this group. So now the next thing I want to do, you'll notice that you show up first, right? Your own profile, you'll show up first. Anybody who's connected to you as a first level, and then everyone who's second level, meaning you're connected to them through somebody else. Now what I want to do is, if I'm going through C levels or I want to go to VP levels and prospect them, what I'm going to do is look for somebody that has that title. Now you notice there's other kind of benefit consultants or financial advisors who are using this strategy that I taught that are in this group. But here's one here. Here's the Vice President of Human Resources at DataLogix, which is a pretty good company in Denver. Now, instead of clicking on Lori's name, what I'm going to do is send her a message. And I simply click here. And if I've come up with a prospecting message that is absolutely killer and works really well, I'll simply copy it and paste it into there, and then I'll hit send. And guess what? I've personally sent a prospecting email to a VP level person in less than 10 seconds. And then if I have the message already copied, I just simply move on to the next person. For example, here, let's go to the next page. There's a co-founder here. Here's a CEO that I can prospect. Let's go to the next page. So now I'm on the second page. Here's what I thought was really cool. How would you like Steve to send a message to Nancy Svoboda, who's the Senior Vice President of Human Resources at the Denver Broncos? Well, you can. You simply hit send message, and that will go directly into her inbox. Now, here's what's really cool, is that when you and I get a message from LinkedIn, we're 300% more likely to open it because LinkedIn is a business-to-business networking environment as opposed to Facebook or something else. So it actually has a higher open rate, as they've seen in studies, than just a regular email that you would shoot off of your Gmail or Outlook account.
So really, I hear you saying if we're doing evangelistic tactics, maybe we should really use LinkedIn and not Outlook.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a huge issue.
Now, what I love about this strategy, too, is once you get this down to, I'd say start off with 20 to 50 messages a day. And after about a week, after sending out 250 messages, if you see that maybe you're not getting the response you should be getting, change the message and then try it for another week.
Message is short again, pithy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think this is really a huge and easy thing to do. I write the copy in Word, paste it in, and just start working through my way through my list.
Yeah, and if you really want to leverage your time, Steve, this is something that you could teach to a virtual assistant who gets access to your LinkedIn account, show them exactly what to do, and whether they're onshore or offshore, anywhere from $5 to $10 an hour, you could find somebody on Odesk or Elance to do this for you and just send a regular message. Just a quick thing though, do not send this message out to more than 200 people per day because your account will get flagged by LinkedIn for excessive use of LinkedIn, and they could send you a warning, and then after the warning they will shut you down and you will lose your LinkedIn account. So be very careful not to abuse this strategy. This is something to do first thing in the morning, Steve, when you've got your coffee there, you put the timer on 20 minutes, you send out 20 to 50 messages, you close it down, and then you get to your regular workday.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Remember, before moving forward with any of the ideas on our show, always consult your tax advisor, legal counsel, or your broker-dealer compliance officer. Missed an episode? Just hop out to our site at downtobusiness.ashbrokerage.com. Want to email me? Just write me at steve@downtobusiness.tv. And remember, you could be wiser as an Ash Brokerage advisor. I'm Steve Savant. We'll see you.